okay. Yo, Apollo, say hello to 78 Fight News, bro.
Hey, how you doing, man?
How you doing, brother?
Yo. How you doing, 78, man?
Yeah. Yo, Apollo, man. No, Fight News. Sorry. Yo, give us your. Hey, I heard your video, your post video. So you wanna go into a bit more into the Berto fight?
Berto. Yeah, man. Berto, man. He right from the first round, I knew something was wrong because he came out there trying to do
the eggshell
defense, man. Yeah,
not the feeling, the eggshell.
Right. Yeah, I said, okay, Berto, you look like you half retarded doing this, man. And then, you know, it just wasn't natural. You take years to perfect that defense. You can't just jump in and start doing it because you see somebody else doing it. So right there, and then when Guerrero held him in the back of the head and I started thinking, I'm like, man, this shit look like Tyson Holyfield or fucking Lennox Lewis and shit, man. Like, so then after the second round, he got knocked down. Once he got his eye started swelling up, I said, okay, you know, it's pretty much a wrap. But I was kind of impressed with Berto's heart though, because I thought he was gonna quit. To tell you the truth, but you know, he tried, man. He just don't have the skill set, man. I mean, I think he got the heart for boxing. He don't have the skill set for to compete at the elite level. I think he needs to go back to the drawing board while he still got a little youth in him, and go back to the drawing board, get a new trainer, man, a mean one too, man, because I ain't like that trainer, man. His trainer was garbage.
He was garbage. Yeah, he was. I agree with you, man.
The referee looks a bit old, didn't he? Didn't the referee look a bit old? Yeah,
the referee looked like he was helping Guerrero, man.
Yeah, he did look like that.
Yeah, he looked like that, man. Like, I mean, I watched this fight. I watched Guerrero do all this sneaky stuff, right? I'm like, okay, it's a dirty fight. All right, come on, Berto. You gotta, you know. So when Berto started hitting him in the back of the head, the referee like, oh, do that again, and I'm taking a point. I'm like, okay. Yeah. I mean, Berto should have just hit this dude right in the nuts right off the bat.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Exactly. Yeah, that's what I would have did.
You know what my attitude to it is? If someone is fighting me dirty and the referee ain't protecting me, well, disqualify me because I'm punching him in his nuts. I'm gonna throw him, and I'm gonna I'm elbow him in his jaw and everything. Throw me out.
Yeah. That's right.
That guy was fighting like Amara's dirty, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm gonna go harder than bro. I ain't joking around, bro. I buy zero for like Mike Tyson.
So you'd retaliate?
Yeah, I would retaliate if he was holding him and hitting him, and then he uses
I've seen that.
And then he's using his head to go into the eye.
Yeah.
You see,
well, he was headbutting as well.
Yeah, he was headbutting, not intentionally, but more to do with grazing his head, not straight. That's butting him. Just putting his head down and just putting the head into the eye.
You see, I'm not into guys who try to act. I don't really hang around with guys who try to make a conscious effort to pretend they're tough. But I don't like people who become victims. Don't be a victim.
Right.
You know, do whatever you can not to become a victim. That's my thing,
right.
You know, as simple as that.
I don't know why he wants a rematch, bro. He must be out of his damn mind, bro.
Oh, he wants a rematch.
Yeah.
What is going to happen?
He's not going to get it. Guerrero's not going to give him a rematch unless he can't get a fight with nobody else. But Berto, you know what that reminded me of? It reminded me of Mike Tyson in the first Holyfield fight.
Yeah.
And like, you remember how Holyfield had this strategy of he would grab Tyson, like he would hit him with a combination and grab him so he couldn't retaliate.
Yeah,
and then headbutt him at the same time. And Tyson went through that whole fight getting punked. He never responded.
Yeah.
And then the second fight, Tyson was like, okay, if you do this shit again, I'm fucking him up. You could tell.
Yeah.
And that's what happened. You know, Holyfield dropped that headbutt. Tyson was like, okay, man, fuck this. And he took it to the street. I wasn't mad. When Tyson bit that dude, I wasn't mad because I knew where it was coming from. You know, like that's just a street mentality. He like, man, all right, if you want to fight dirty, I'm going to fight dirtier than you.
He should have headbutt him back. Don't you think he should have headbutt him back, though? I would have headbutt him back to stop his ass. If someone hits headbutt me, I'm headbutt them back. If they hit me low, I'm going to hit them low. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna hit them. I'm gonna headbutt them worse than they headbutt me. But biting the man's ear off, yo, that's good. That's leaving you.
I sort of sympathize with Tyson though, because if you look at the cut, like, I don't know why no one was saying anything about the cut. You remember he had that cut above his eye.
Yeah.
I mean, that's bleak. That you can only get that sort of a cut from from getting headbutted. Like, you don't get that from punches.
Yeah, but you know what you're getting into when you fight Evander Holyfield. What then you watch the tape, man? And the thing is, yeah, that you know, if someone's doing to that to you, you should do it back to them. That's what we're trying to say out here. All right, so what do you think about the Hatton fight, though?
No, can I stick on that point? Can I? All right, we're going to Hatton. You see, and this is what I was saying yesterday, right? You see, your personality, it precedes you into your profession. Because Holyfield was, this church good person, and Tyson was he's so horrible, the rapist, right?
Right.
Nobody sympathized with Tyson. That's right. Nobody demonized Holyfield for the tactics he used. So this is what I'm saying. If you have a certain perception of somebody, you might think you're being objective, but you're really not. And
that's a very good point, man.
You know? All right, let's tackle this Hatton.
Yeah, Fightnews, what's your take on Hatton?
Honestly, man, just speaking for myself, man, I thought it was gonna be. I was kind of rooting for Hatton to lose, right? And then, but check it out though. When the fight started, man, I started rooting for Hatton because he was really trying. You know what I'm saying? You could tell he really wanted this. You know what I'm saying? And I hate to see somebody, man, like really work hard for something and not achieve their goal. I hate that shit. So when Hatton got knocked down, man, I saw this dude trying with everything he could to get up, and he couldn't get up, man. That shit was fucking. I mean, to me, it was fucking heartbreaking to watch that shit, man.
Yeah, it was. Just to see the expression on his. I agree. I felt for him yesterday, you know, because he did try.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, he tried, man. It was fucked up, man. Especially that. Man, I couldn't even watch that post-fight interview, man. That shit was fucking horrible, man. He was just this dude. You can tell he really, really wanted just one fucking fight, man. I gotta just leave with one win. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it was just fucked up, man. But, you know, you got to give him credit because he didn't come back and, you know, try to fight some tomato can just to get a win. He wanted to prove something to himself, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. That's true.
So, well, you know, who thinks he set the bar too high? I'm giving that one to Apollo. Sorry.
Okay.
And then you can come in 7th, yeah.
Well, yeah, I think, I would say so. I think, but see, the thing is, because everyone was hyping it up, they didn't really want to. No one really wanted to believe it, but yeah, I think the guy was obviously too good for him. But you know what I'll add though, what 78 Fight News was saying about sympathizing and feeling sorry for him. For me, I don't know if I really feel sorry for him because I don't mean to be hard. But like I say, look, I think I'm trying to remember how long ago I met him, about a year ago or something like that. November 2011.
Okay.
And the shape the guy. I'll have to look it up. I met him like after he'd lost to Pacquiao, and to see the shape the guy was in. And I was telling these two guys earlier, I was trying to talk to him, but it was at this boxing dinner. Listen, the guy was up until 2 o'clock in the morning drinking. Like he got in my face, like I could smell the alcohol, and so I mean, on my life, I wish I recorded it, but I just didn't want to be, you know, I would have felt like a thief, you know. I didn't want to record it, but it's hard for me to sympathise because not only have I read all the stuff, but I've seen it. I've seen the way you lived your life, and if you knew, if that was always going to be in the back of your mind, I want to come back and have one more. Well, if you're gonna do that to yourself, then you know, did you want it badly enough? You know, so. Oh,
you saying he didn't deserve it? You saying he didn't deserve it?
Yeah,
the better man won because the better man put the hard work in. He didn't drink, he didn't smoke, and to be honest with you, the right guy won the fight. That's what you're saying, right?
And I want to add, have you seen that clip? You remember when Pacquiao was doing pads and Hatton was sitting on the sofa watching? You remember he said same thing over and over.
Yes, with Floyd Sr. Yes, I remember that.
With him, I think there's an arrogance about him where, look, just because somebody's not, like, just because someone's not loud and flashy like Mayweather, I just thought, to me, what makes you so special? You can just sit down, do whatever you want, and you can just get in the ring and beat up guys that want a lot more than you. You know.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's actually a good point.
Like I said, people don't really want to hear it, but I think, you know, you listen to all the stuff people were saying about Hatton before the fight, and listen, to me, I don't think some of the people believed it. And I don't really want to name certain people, but I think they said the things they did because that's the public sort of stance where they don't want to fall out with people. With me, I just don't really care. But with others, they just wanted to they don't really want to go against the Hatton fans. But I think some people in boxing knew they knew he wasn't going to win that fight.
I called that shit. I called that shit.
You're the only one that called it.
I know. I was brave enough to call it because no one else wanted to say anything. Because I knew I study guys, man. Like everyone studies their fighters, and I watched this Shevchenko guy, and I knew Ricky's never stopped no one at welterweight. You know, this is a fact, hardcore facts that no one can even dispute with me. He never stopped no one at welterweight. That's why he went against Luis Collazo, and Luis Collazo don't even hit hard, and Luis Collazo rocked him. And after that fight, he jumped right back down to his lower weight. You know what I'm saying? That's what he was about, bro. He's like, nah, it's a bit too hard. I'm going back down. They didn't get knocked out by Pacquiao, and then he had nowhere to go. The thing about Ricky is that Ricky, even though he's good at entertaining that, Ricky's one of them people, he don't like to say the truth. Today, he actually, in that press conference, you guys saw that, right?
No excuse.
No, I didn't see it.
You ain't see the post-press conference?
No, I didn't see it.
Yeah, I'll put it in the black boxing group,
He actually just came to the conclusion there's no more excuses.
He agrees that, I'm not going to make no excuses no more. And he goes, I've always got excuses. Today, I had to admit, because you see what bothered me about Hatton, and this is real right now, yeah? When he went for against Mayweather, right, going into that fight, right, I kind of had Mayweather as the bad guy. They get into the fight and they booed an American national anthem. I'm not American, but that was disrespectful, right? Then the fight happens, and the fight's going on. He tried to hit Mayweather behind the back of the head, and he turned on and bend his backside down like that. In England, that's very disrespectful. It's what we call a moonie, right?
Right.
He turned his backside, right? I thought it was disrespectful. Now Mayweather beats him, right? The first word out of his mouth, and to me, it's very important. The first word in your mouth is very important. He asked him, Larry Mensch asked him, so what happened in the fight? What a fluke. That was disrespectful, bro.
Oh, he called it a fluke.
Yeah, the first word. You think I'm lying?
He did say that.
Yeah. Apollo's just said, he thought it was arrogant, and this reiterates what I was thinking about. It was out of order, and his fans are rude as well. Now, you crying and all that bullshit you was doing is always very sad. But if you look at the stuff, what you was doing, being disrespectful, bruh. Disrespectful to the game, what gave you, and disrespectful to some of your fellow fighters. And even that, why did Mayweather act that way? Because I didn't look at the root of the cause of why Mayweather act that way. So Mayweather act that way because this guy was being disrespected. Mayweather was getting disrespected. Mayweather's always getting disrespected. But he wasn't getting disrespected by this little short guy from England. He go let Errol make that fight. Now, straight up when he made that fight, what was Mayweather doing to him? In his ear, talking shit. Yeah. Same thing he did to Shane Mosley when they disrespected him in the press conference after he beat Marquez. Disrespected him. That's why Mayweather went at him like that, talking about Jinky and his wife and all that. He said, yeah. Now, when he fought Cotto, did he say that? No. Why did he say that?
Never did.
Why
did he say that? Cotto's never disrespected
That's
him.
what I'm saying.
Can I just come in there? And I'm going to hand the forum over to 78, right? You see the thing with guys like 78, with Floyd and Muhammad Ali, is the two examples Errol used with Mayweather, with Mosley and Hatton, they started it, right? And they came off worse. When Ali was champion, right? Everyone thinks Ali was bullying Frazier and bullying Patterson. They wouldn't call him Muhammad Ali. No, we're still going to call you Clay. You mean you're still a slave and think that's what they was doing. And when Ali retaliated, everybody, oh, look at the bully. But no, it was them guys who started it. And then in the end, Ali and Floyd get demonized because these guys can't stand with them either in the ring, and they can't stand them if it's a battle of verbal gymnastics either. Yeah, and then they get demonized.
Yeah, you're right, because they don't like them. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what they say. They dislike them anyway. They don't like Hopkins. That's why some people hate Hopkins. It doesn't matter even if they dislike you, they find out any excuse to hate you. But Hatton, Paulo brought up a big point, and I didn't really think of it that way. He didn't deserve it, and that's the bottom line. That's why he didn't get it. God doesn't make mistakes. That's all I have to say about that, man.
Okay, over to 78, man.
Yeah, I hear you, man. That shit just, he, as far as the not deserving and stuff, what I'm saying, maybe he didn't as far as, back then. But what I watched last night was a dude who, I hate to see people, this is me, man. I hate to see people try for something, like set a goal and say, hey, this is what I'm going to do. Yeah. And then they work hard for it, and then they come up short. I hate that shit, right? So I saw him really trying. He just didn't have it. It just wasn't there. He throwing fucking punches from crazy ass wild punches, shit, wide open. I'm like, man, Ricky Hatton still doing the same shit, man. Same weak ass defense and shit, man. He throwing these wide punches, leaving himself open to get countered. And then I'm telling you, the worst part about it was the knockdown. Because when he got hit, man, that shit was a brutal, devastating knockdown in the body. And he went down, and I saw him. I saw the dude trying to get up, man. He wanted to get up, for one, to prove something to his fans, because he got a loyal fan base. He wanted to prove something to his fans and to his, himself and his family. But he couldn't get up, man. That's like that's a terrible thing, man. Yeah. I hate that because you know why? I didn't want to, because I was rooting for him to lose, but I didn't want to criticize him because people like that who strive for something and fail, you don't want to shit on them because you don't know what their mental condition is. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You don't know what the fuck this dude gonna go home and fucking overdose on cocaine or some crazy shit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And then you be taking your video down talking about, rest in peace, Ricky Hatton and shit. So I just left it alone.
Yeah, you're right. Now,
I'm going to pose the next question, and I want you guys to jump on it, yeah? 78 said Ricky was trying to prove something to himself, and he said, we don't know what kind of mental condition he is. Hatman TV said, boxing is not the sport to exercise your demons. Do you agree with that? I think Tatman's right. I don't think you can use a boxing ring to. It's too risky a sport, man. It's not like football where you're trying to redeem yourself.
Right.
But that's the only arena he knows how to. It's like I'm a basketball coach, man. And if I lose a game or stuff like that, or I think I can do it, I'm gonna go back in that arena. But he had to go in there to find out. And now he found out, and he actually is honest now that he knows his career's over. Now he has to admit and move on with his life. So. That's what he had to try and do. The thing is, he got positives. He was winning some of the rounds. I got him winning quite a lot of the rounds. But the bottom line is, Apollo's right. All the arrogance and some of the stuff he was doing. That's what basically what you do when you're coming up. It affects you later on. That's all it is.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, that's what we're saying. So, end of the day, whether he chose to do that, that's his opinion as a man. But end of the day, it didn't work. And I understand what you're saying, Fightnews, about your goals and stuff like that. But you have to be realistic. He looked, in my opinion, in the first round, he looked terrible, man. He looked terrible in that first round, and you could see it already. He had no head movement and everything. But these reports are coming at the camp anyway. But end of the day, he tried something and he was doing all right, but he couldn't keep up, and then he failed. But the bottom line is that he kind of succeeded in losing all that weight, and he still sells out. He still sells out venues and stuff like that. But he can't do it in the ring no more. He got to find something else to do. So good luck to Ricky in his future career, and we, you know what I mean. He done his thing, and that's that.
Yeah, you need to go get a broadcasting career or some shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I think he should have came back and fought a couple of bums. To tell you the truth, that's what I would have did.
Yeah, but he done that. Yeah, if he done that though, Fightnews, he would have tried longing it out. The inevitable would have happened anyway. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, it would have happened anyway, but at least he would have got paid more. Shit.
He got paid a lot. Yo, Fightnews, I paid my money right now. I paid in England. I'm sitting in my house, right? I paid what you call box office. I paid my £14 something on thing. Yeah, and millions of other people probably did the same thing I did. He got a ton of money, and the whole arena was sold out. And his promotional banner was up there with Showtime. That guy got a killing, bro. He earned a big amount. All it is that he would have earned multi-millions if he won this fight. It would have set up the Paulie Malignaggi fight where he would have millions. That would have been. That's why I was crying to bear true Fightnews. I think that's why he's crying for real, because that yeah.
No.
Let me finish. No, I'm serious, yo, Polo. No. The guy he would have earned millions, and you see, Paulie looked like he was gonna cry himself. He's like, shit, man. It's like when Ricky Hatton, he couldn't get in the ring with Arturo Gatti. He wanted to fight Gatti after the Mayweather fight. He's like, damn, I would have earned millions. And it's a winnable fight for Paulie. Paulie would have just ended his career there. I beat a legend like Ricky Hatton, and I got millions of dollars. Shit, I'm nice. Now Paulie's got to fight decent fighters now. He ain't got nowhere else to go. Right. So that's what, yeah. Like,
well, I'm going to give this to 78 and Apollo. The thing is, what Errol said might sound insensitive, but the truth is, as cynical as that sounds, there are people upset, and not because they're worried about Ricky's demons, but that stops a lot of bellies getting fed, him losing. I'm telling you, Ricky's pulling power is phenomenal. So you can go from that, you know what I mean? And that's the truth. I'll leave the floor to you guys. That's the truth.
Yeah, well, I completely agree with that. But I think what Mr. Jarrett said, I think Ricky himself, 100% is gutted that he lost. You know what I mean? Like, it's not so much the money, because, I mean, with me, I've only had one amateur fight, which I lost on points. But when I lost it, boy, was I crying. You get me? It was, you know, I was crying in front of everyone. There was no, I wasn't thinking about money and this and that. I was crying, like, and James Cook come after me. And he said, oh, you know, Lloyd Hannigan wants to talk to you. I was just crying. I don't want to talk to anyone. So to get knocked out on the world stage for the third time straight, yeah, you know, he must have, you know, his heart was broken.
You got knocked out?
No, not me. No, Hatton.
Oh,
no, you can watch my fight. It's up on YouTube. But in terms of what Boxing Beats and Rhymes has said, in terms of people around him, it's not even being cynical. It's just stating facts. They're going to look at, I'm just, you know, like the matchmaker, Richard Poxon and these guys. It's just stating facts. And I think the thing is, and you know what? I admit, like, something with Ellie Setback, I admit I've been out of order with some things I've said about him in the past. But something I've got to say about him and me, I think part of why we get so much stick is the people in boxing, the people in gyms and behind the scenes, they don't really like getting exposed. They don't like, because the more secretive they are, the easier it is to get away with stuff. But when you got someone like myself or Setback getting up to him and basically saying, who are you? What do you do? Then it becomes very awkward when the truth is you're just a hanger on. The truth is when you watch these huge groups of people I'll give you an example. Have you seen the video of Mayweather counting money?
Yeah.
He's put up a few videos. Yeah. Listen, Floyd, I'm hoping if someone can please show this to Floyd. Listen, man, look, when you're counting your money out and those people are looking at you like that, listen, I mean, look, are you trying to, does it not occur to you that the first thing they're thinking of, okay, when's my chance to put my hands into that bag? You get me? Like when you go to sleep or when you're on the phone call or something. You know, and it's a very awkward thing to say, and fighters might not want to accept it, but that's how it happens. And I'll give you an example where, if you read Muhammad Ali's book, His Life and Times, a lot of these guys, when they used to check into hotels and so on, they used to just put everything on Muhammad Ali's tab.
Yep.
You get me? So, you know, it's just, and that's the thing where
Tyson was paying someone to carry his towels around, man.
I mean, but see, the thing is, it's easy. I don't know how it happens. I don't know why these fighters let it happen, but these people, they'll work their way in. I don't know how.
It's called leech. Yeah, hang-ons and leeches. We know about
I don't know how they do it, but they'll somehow persuade you. They'll all this little stuff like. Because the thing when you're training day in, day out, and all these hard sparring sessions, they'll find a way. They'll say, no, let me do that for you. And you know, like I said, just to finish myself off, yeah, you know, all those people around Hatton now, they're like, oh, man, what do we do now?
Yeah,
that's the truth. That's the truth of it.
Yeah, I know. People upset and crying because obviously the multi-million deal is out the window. Paulie's more upset than anyone. Look, the film, his first fight, imagine, it was straight on Showtime. So Hatton, you know, he's a big pull, but end of the day, that's over and done with. Yo, has anyone seen the Brian Ralura fight? Yo, Fightnews, have you seen that?
No.
I put that on your wall. I put that on your wall as well. You guys need to watch that fight. Ain't no one seen that fight yet.
Who did you fight?
Brian Ralura versus this guy, something Tyson or something. Mexican guy.
Oh, Tyson Marquez.
Yeah, no one's seen that yet.
I haven't seen it.
No.
It's one of the greatest fights I've seen for a long while, man.
But no one's talking about it.
I know no one's talking about it. That's what I'm talking about. Guys need to watch it, man. Guys need to talk about it. That's a great fight, man. Seriously, that's a great fight from bell to bell. Even though it didn't go that from night, that's a great fight. So I recommend you guys watch that fight. But we got Marquez and Pacquiao coming up. Fightnews, how you see that, man? Or you're not really interested?
Marquez, Pacquiao, it should be a good, exciting fight like the rest of them because, you know, at this point, both of them on steroids. So, you know, it should be, you know, Marquez ain't no fool. He's not no fool. He said, look, Pacquiao taking designer drugs. He's not getting caught. And he went and hired him a strength and conditioning coach that used to supply steroids. So he's saying, look at Marquez's physique. I mean, the man put on in the third fight, Marquez put on a solid 10 pounds of muscle, rock muscle.
Yeah.
And look at him now. He's still walking, man, 39 years old, and he looked better than he ever looked in his career. Okay, it's obvious. Marquez he fighting fire with fire, and I think, I still don't know if he's gonna get the decision because Pacquiao has had years to let his fucking steroids seep into his fucking skeletal structure and shit. This motherfucker Pacquiao head so big, I don't think Marquez can knock him out though.
I see the 24/7. I just saw it yesterday after the Ghost fight, the Ghost and Berto fight, and I'll tell you what, man, Marquez looks great, man. Marquez looks great in shape. He looks great. Whatever he's pumping in his body is making him look good. And when I saw Pacquiao, not so. Pacquiao didn't look not so in training. I wasn't impressed. I say Marquez killing it, bro. Marquez is looking to stop his ass, boy. I'm gonna call it right now. Marquez is going to try and knock him out. He ain't going to try and go for the decision no more. Marquez is pissed.
Love that.
Marquez. I'm gonna call you right now, Marquez. Yeah, I'm not gonna say Marquez is gonna knock him out, but Marquez is gonna go and try and knock him out. Yeah, he's gonna go and try and knock him out because I see the training, the way he's training, right? That ain't training for someone trying to stammer. He's going in, boy. He's going in the training. So I'm just putting it out there right now.
Marquez just wants to win, and he's gonna retire.
Nah, he's gonna knock. He's gonna try and knock him out. I know he wants to win, but he want to try and knock him out.
Yeah, he's gonna try and knock him out. Yeah. He wants to beat him down, and then he's just gonna exit the game with the adulation of the Mexican fans, and he'll just be a legend for life. He can just what he won't have to do. He'll just He'll have the keys to the city. He'll just
No, but the question is, I'm gonna say they're both definitely gonna try for a knockout. But the question is, can either one get a knockout? 78 Fightnews, do you think either one can get a knockout?
I think Pacquiao, it depends on which Pacquiao shows up because, honestly, Pacquiao, if I'm being honest, I don't think he's on the juice anymore. I think his last fight, his body, his weight, everything looked different. I think the steroid controversy has caused Alex a reason to stop shooting him up with that shit. So now he can't. Now he's not fighting the same. He's trying to, but if only way I think he can knock out Marquez, if Marquez is going for the knockout and he stands in front of Pacquiao and starts banging with him, I think Pacquiao can catch him and hurt him. But I don't know if Marquez can knock out Pacquiao though. I've seen him stun Pacquiao a couple times, but I haven't seen him knock floor Pacquiao or nothing like that. So, it's going to be hard to do, man. Pacquiao got a real big head, man. It's going to be hard for Marquez to do that, man.
I think he can do it.
The training he's doing, because I could see, it's the same thing when I was watching the Ricky Hatton training, and I knew he was out of time. That's why I made my prediction. And I make my predictions on what I see by training, and the way he's training to knock him out, man. He's doing some real power workouts, man, he's looking real powerful, man. He looks great. Like, really, his chest is all bulgy and shit. He's looking to stop him. But like I said, he's going to be, you said it's going to be hard to do. But I reckon that's what he's training to do. He's pissed. He's angry. If you go put yourself in Marquez's position, right? And all these things that happen to you. Yeah, what do you think? He's going to go in there and try and do points? I don't think so, bro. He's going to try and give it to him. He's going to try and stop him. You see how the Ghost and Guerrero and Berto, he might try to do some of that shit right there, man. But that Marquez don't really fight like that. No. Marquez don't. He might do that though. Marquez doesn't fight, but don't be surprised if Marquez abandons how we normally see him fight.
Pacquiao's not that easy to bully.
Well, I know about that, man. I know about that. He's never been bullied. He's never been bullied.
Couldn't bully him. Marquez ain't gonna be able to do it.
He's not in his prime. He's not in his prime no more.
Yeah, but Margarito is the master at the even out of his prime. Margarito is still more of a dirty fighter than Marquez. Hold on, let me finish my point, Errol. Even out of his prime, Marquez might not be as effective a boxer as Marquez, but he's just naturally more a dirty fighter. I don't think Marquez will be able to do that.
Well, you didn't think Hatton was gonna. You thought Hatton was gonna win as well. So I said about that.
That was a good little one.
Yeah, well, Hatton only lost in the last minutes of the fight. It was.
Well, we're gonna find it again. We're just opinions, We're just opinions, so we're gonna find out.
So who, out of the two of you, so who's winning on fight predictions? Beats and Rhymes, Errol, Jarrett.
What, with Pacquiao and Marquez?
No. Sorry. Out of you two, who gets the most fight predictions correct?
I don't think we count that. We don't really go like that. We just like make a prediction. I'm not really a prediction type of person. Like, I know Fightnews makes a lot of predictions and stuff like that, but I don't really do a lot of them. But only recently, like, I only do it when I see their training. See, I can only make a prediction. See, I go in. If I see them training, the both of them training, then I can make a fairly accurate opinion on their thing. And if I hear any like stuff in the background, then you can kind of make an opinion. It's like you have to. You can't just go by heart and if I went by heart, I'd have said Hatton. But you have to go by what you see in training, and then you have to go by their past fights. It's like Yusuf Mack. I wasn't joking around when I said he's a bum. I said he's a bum. He's been knocked out twice, and I watched both.
Twice, about 3 times.
Three times. But I see what I'm saying to you is that I sat down and watched both the fights, and the knockouts were brutal. All right, and then on top of that, they drained him down to the weight. Okay, when I saw Nassim Rich, I was like, okay, they're serious. But then I thought, what? He came in, there was nothing, man, and that's exactly what Carthroch did, what he had to do. So I don't get sold on some of the hype train, what people try to put you in. I only deal with real facts and what's there. Now you can't, like, you got someone like Tony Bellew, he's gonna fight someone like what's it, Chad Dawson coming up, right? Chad Dawson, that's a possibility fight, right? So if you ask my opinion on that, I say right now, you say Bellew is probably stronger because Bellew came from a hard cut and he didn't care. That cut was serious. That was a big cut over his eye. He was bleeding all over his face. He changed his strategy and he came on. And you already know Chad Dawson just quit. So what Chad Dawson's gonna turn up? But then if you go when you go into their camps and you see them training, then I can kind of gist what person's gonna turn up.
Okay.
Yeah, because you know when you see fights these days, I don't get fooled on you go into a fight and you see someone all ripped and cut up. Because if you look at the Ghost versus Berto, he wasn't ripped and cut up, and look what he did to him.
Yeah, but then again, Berto wasn't cut up. That's the first time I've seen Berto. Berto didn't look his usual, you know.
Nah, but he was ripped. Berto was ripped. Berto just don't know how to do with pressure.
Berto was not ripped yesterday.
Berto was ripped.
Oh, he wasn't really.
He wasn't ripped as he normally is, but he's still ripped. He's still ripped, though. He wasn't ripped like how he normally is, but he was still ripped. And he had a layoff as well.
78. Yeah. How good is Keith Thurman?
Oh, that's a good one.
Well, I think Keith Thurman, man, I think that if Golden Boy moves him along correctly, then the dude has the potential to be a big star in the future, but I got a feeling the Golden Boy is about to mishandle this kid and throw him in there with some gorilla, and we don't know if he can take a punch yet. He hit hard. Can he take a little bit of what he dish out, though?
Yeah, there you go.
You know, so Golden Boy, if they mishandle this kid like they did Seth Mitchell and throw him in there when he's not ready, because, I mean, everybody look good when they knocking out bums. You know, everybody look good. But when you go in there, he needs to fight another seasoned veteran. It's the same way with dog fighting. What I would do is the same way you schooling a young dog. You put them in there. You put your young dog in there with an old veteran dog that knows every trick, but the dog has his teeth are dull now. You know, he can't really hurt the young fighter, but he can show him all the moves and techniques. And that's what they need to do. They need to put Keith Thurman in there with an older fighter who's over the hill, you know, but he can. Keith Thurman can learn from that experience before I would put him in there with, you know, somebody who can, you know, knock his block off.
What about him and a Guerrero? How you see that fight?
It's 2 different weights. Keith Thurman is a light middle. I just got corrected.
Oh, he's a light middle?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, okay. Okay.
So we're talking about Cornelius, Bundridge, Kirkland.
Yeah, them
Molina.
Alvarez.
Yeah. What's that? Go on. Sorry.
That's a good fight, but I would Keith Thurman throws punches too wide for Alvarez right now. I would want to see. I think that what they should do first is get Keith Thurman to fight a Cornelius Bundridge for the IBF title, because if he fights Bundridge, I mean Bundridge is a bum, but he hit hard. He hit really hard, and that'll show me he's a rugged fighter. You know, he kind of, you know, do all that laying around on people's shit. So if he can, if Thurman can fight that ugly fight and win and take Bundridge's punch, then I'll feel better about him fighting Canelo. I just don't want Thurman to go in there with 19 wins, 18 knockouts, and then all of a sudden he go in there against Canelo and gets fucking stopped, and all it does is skyrocket Canelo's popularity, and then Keith Thurman back to the drawing board.
Yeah.
He throws a lot of wide punches.
Did you see Thurman Apollo?
Oh no, to be honest.
Okay.
All I know of, is he the guy who's got plaits, hasn't he?
Yeah.
David Haye look alike.
Yeah, David Haye. But no, I don't know much. What, does anyone have any comments on heavyweights? It's gone all quiet at the moment, hasn't it?
Set it off. What's heavyweights?
Oh man, the heavyweight division. That guy Vuk or Wak, whatever his name is, man.
He'd be a good gatekeeper, wouldn't he?
He's the new gatekeeper, bro. I reckon whoever wants to fight for Klitschko, they need to go through that Vuk guy, man. And I'm not saying my opinion. Hold up. Price should go through him. But let's move on to the Tyson Fury fight against the Kingpin, Kevin Johnson. That's a great fight. Now I've been watching training with Roger Mayweather on his channel, and Roger Mayweather is going to be training Kingpin, and they look good. And I think let me see what I'm saying. I got Kingpin. I think Kingpin could beat Tyson. I'm gonna call it right now. Hey, Apollo, leave that thing alone. I can hear you pressing messages.
All right, Apollo, come in a second, yeah? I just need to dialogue with Errol a little on this one.
Let me finish, yeah?
All right.
All right, so what I'm saying is I think Kingpin will cause the upset against Tyson, and I'm gonna tell everyone to bet their money right now.
Okay.
He's gonna knock out Tyson Fury. The reason why I'm saying is that I know. I'm gonna call it right now. I remember this is on YouTube, right?
Right.
All right, this is my prediction, so I'm gonna pull it out there, right? The reason why I'm saying that, I've been looking at a training session he's been working with Jeff and the mitts and the bags, and I've never seen him so serious. And I don't think he wants to lose to this boy, right? I don't think he wants to lose to that type of boy. I'm just telling you, because he lost his prize fighter, and that shit pissed him off. Now he's coming over to make a statement, and he looks like he's training with intensity. I've never seen him train like that before. In fact, I've never seen him train before, but from what I'm gauging from his training, he's looking to do something. Now, Tyson Fury is very confident about some of the guys he's fought, but he ain't never fought no one or seen no one like Kingpin. So I'm taking that. I think he's gonna beat him. So that's all I have to say about that.
I need to ask you this though.
Yeah.
Is there a chance that Kevin Johnson is one of those guys who has a lot of natural ability? He's one of them guys who looks very impressive when he's turning his head away from the speedball and hitting it with no problems. He's very dexterous. But he's a gym performer rather than a ring performer.
You saw it as well. But what I'm saying, this is the facts, right? And I only go by facts, right? Did he not go distance with one of the Klitschko brothers?
Yeah, but he didn't.
He
didn't amount any offense.
Listen, this is the facts, right? He went distance with one of the Klitschkos, right? And a lot of people don't go the distance with one of the Klitschkos. So he's very confident, right? He's very confident. And then this is not. He didn't just lose. He just lost the prize fight and lost all that money. He ain't gonna try and come over England, yeah, and train with Jeff. Jeff ain't gonna. Why would Jeff train some bum? Jeff ain't gonna train no bum. He's seriously looking to beat this boy and beat him in style and push him back into swing, because this is a business. He wants his money.
Okay. All right. Before I hand this one over to 78, I'm gonna ask you one question. Are you gonna put your money where your mouth is?
With me?
For me?
Hell yeah, you.
Yeah, but
you asking me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm betting right now. I'm gonna bet tomorrow, bro. I'm gonna bet my 10 this time. This time I'm not messing around with my money. I'm gonna go put my £10 tomorrow. Hey, what day is it? Monday? Yeah, tomorrow. Tomorrow, £10 now on the Kingpin Kevin Johnson to upset. To knock out. No, I'm not gonna say knock out. I'm just gonna say win, because I don't know the knockout. But he's gonna beat. He's gonna win.
Yeah.
Kingpin and Fury, and then hand it over to Apollo. What's your
take, bro?
What's the other guy's name?
Apollo.
Tyson Fury.
The other guy.
Kevin Johnson.
Kevin Johnson.
Yeah.
So you mean to tell me you think Kevin Johnson is gonna be able to handle the Fury of Mike Tyson? No, I'm just fucking with you.
Not Mike
I'm
Tyson. Not Mike Tyson, bro. Not Mike Tyson.
I'm just fucking with you, bro.
Not Mike Tyson.
But look, no, man. To be honest, I'm not even gonna front, man. I don't watch the heavyweight division. The only people in the heavyweight, I don't even watch the Klitschkos. I'm kind of, I haven't watched the heavyweight division since Lennox Lewis. So when y'all were talking about them dudes, I just look at all of them as like bums, man. I don't like them dudes, man, at all. You know, I'm sure there's some good guys up there, but you know, once Lennox Lewis retired, I retired from the heavyweight division.
I got you. I got you.
A lot of people did.
I got you.
Apollo.
Yeah. Okay, well, what I say is, the first thing about the Mayweathers, well, see, the thing about training with a particular trainer, well, listen, you guys, I don't know about 78 Fight News, but you've seen my video, you've seen me train with Floyd Sr., you've seen me train with Roger, you get me? So, what I'm trying to say is, like, listen, it's not a case of, you can just walk right in and meet them guys. It's as simple as that. You know, so what I'm trying to get at, it's not, you know, it's not enough to say that Jeff has seen something in him. Like, he just saw an opportunity and said, yeah. But in terms of his ability, in terms of what I've seen so far, I don't know. I mean, I think he's very talented, but for me, I'm going for Fury to win this because Johnson's turned 33 now, and he sort of makes me. He's like a sort of Zab Judah. For me, I mean, he's lost once to Vitali, once to this tall hammer, but to me, he hasn't really shown that he can pull out the win. You know, for me, Fury can, and I know people can say, "Oh, Fury's been dropped and so on," but you know what? It's not. You know, for me, it's not so important if you get dropped or not. The same thing with Ward. To me, the most important thing is you get dropped, but you go on to win. You know, so I think hand speed and youth. I'm there for Fury to beat this guy.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. We're gonna find out. I mean, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But end of the day, what I'm saying is that the underdog is a live underdog. And from what I'm looking at, it's a live underdog, and you see them. You see what I'm trying to say? That bet right there is gonna be more than the Hatton one, and Chinchenko. It's gonna be much more because his Fury is undefeated and this and that. I'm just saying, if he knocked him out, I'll get a nice pretty penny. It's a good bet. It's a good healthy bet, bro.
Oh, yeah, if you want.
That's what I'm
but
saying.
You know what? Let's leave that alone though. The question is, I don't know if people talk about Haye in the US 78 Fight News, but I mean, this is a question for everyone. Once Haye comes out of the jungle, is he gonna get on with Vitali? Is that gonna happen?
No.
Why not?
I don't care.
I don't
Fight
see it
News.
now.
What do you have to say?
Yeah, what's the question, brothers?
Oh no.
is David Haye and Vitali Klitschko, is the fight gonna happen?
I doubt it, man. But I don't think even if it did, I don't think David Haye could beat him.
I don't think so.
Why not?
I don't think nobody wants to see it really, as much as David Haye thinks that people want to see it.
Fightnews, why you say that, bro?
Because Klitschko's too big, man. The dude's like fucking Ivan Drago, man. That's not fair, man. He's huge, and David Haye would look. David Haye would be so much better of a heavyweight if the Klitschkos would just go somewhere and sit down. And I mean, for real, because it's so many good guys who have a lot of skill and will be able to showcase their skill, but it's like sometimes it don't matter how good you are when you fighting against a fucking, you know. I mean, let's be real, them motherfuckers on steroids too, man.
Yeah, well, you was at the interview when we had Chris Bird interview, so we know Chris Bird already put it out there already, innit?
What? Yeah, listen, I've got to give you guys props to get Chris Bird to make the implications that he was making, even though he wasn't naming names. I'm like, I sat up at that. I'm like, wow.
I know. I was shocked as well.
No, you got him relaxed. I have to. That's your best interview easily so far. Easily.
But 78 rightly pointed out. Yeah. Chris did, but the thing is, 78 rightly pointed out, Chris didn't out nobody, right? This guy was taking roids when he was doing kickboxing. So what makes us think that he's not taking some sophisticated Ivan Drago shit right now?
Yeah. And that's why David Haye should just wait until the Klitschkos retire, you know, because David Haye can make money without fighting the Klitschkos. He should just fight other people until the Klitschkos retire, because otherwise it's gonna be like fucking Apollo Creed versus Drago.
Yeah. How you know David Haye ain't taking nothing?
Even if he taking them, he can't beat that motherfucker, because if David Haye takes if he's taking some type of performance enhancement drugs, unless it's gonna make him grow 4 inches, who cares?
True that.
Okay, but 78 Fight News, do you give Haye any credit for knocking out Chisora, which Vitali couldn't do? Like, how would you explain that?
Well, because of different styles.
That's right.
David Haye is a little shorter, and I'll give him more. You know, he get credit for that. Like I said, I think David Haye could be a great heavyweight. But the problem is when he's fighting against a guy as tall as Vitali, and who knows how to use his height and reach, you know, all he's gonna do is he's gonna keep David Haye away from him and make him fight on the outside. It's gonna be just an ugly, boring fight to me.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah, that's right. That's true. I think Klitschko will win though if they fought though.
I hope David Haye will win, but I'm just, you know.
But David Haye said that if he won, he was gonna walk away from the game anyway. When he beat Vitali, he was gonna walk away from the game and not give him a rematch. That's what he was planning to do anyway. So I'm happy that Klitschko's kind of won because at least the Klitschkos are still there, and the longer they're there, you're hoping someone can come along and beat them. But the only one look promising to come along and beat them right now is probably Price and Fury. But no one else. But like I said anyway, I got the upset with Kingpin. I'm going with Kingpin anyway. So
no, I can't run with that. I can't run with Kingpin.
I know you couldn't. I know you couldn't run. You couldn't. I know you was backing Hatton already. So
yeah,
I'm not saying.
Exactly. I'm
gonna keep dropping that on you. You know, I'm gonna keep dropping that bomb on you though. So but listen. What I'm saying is, listen. We all have our opinions, and only fight night we find out what happens. But as of right now, you know, it's just opinions, and we're gonna find out. But
I've got it at 50-50 actually. I'm not gonna commit on it. I'm not gonna say Fury's gonna win.
There you go. That puts you in safe. That puts you in a safe distance. Yeah. We need to guys need to put their monies where their mouth and start betting on some of these fights here, man. They're making some money.
Coming towards fight time, I'm gonna commit to one or the other.
Mayweather, that's how Mayweather makes his money. He's gonna bet some money on some of these fights out here, because I'm telling you, the knowledge we have, right? We go send up, say like Apollo. We send Apollo in there or Fightnews, here's something, right? You got the inside scoop, right? Why not make some money out of this shit, man? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I had the inside scoop on the whole thing, but I didn't bet my money because my foot was hurting me on Ricky Hatton. I would have made some money, right?
Yeah.
Well, that's what betting's about. It's about studying what you're betting on. And
because I'm not gonna bet my money and all lose. I'm trying to bet my money because when I first started betting, I betted on both people. Will put £5 on both. But the guy goes to me, you ain't no money. You have to bet money on the underdog, and you have to know what you're doing. So if you know what you're doing, then you're all right. I'm not trying to be a gambler, but only a sure thing. If it's a sure thing, then you might as well. We all work and we all got money. Why not? We you know what I mean? Just talking. We might as well. With all the knowledge we got, might as well put it to use. Some use.
Well, I'm not a heavy gambler because I've just seen the destruction that it's done to a lot of people.
Well, fair.
Yeah, I stopped. I mean, I gamble, you know, $20, $30 here and there on a fight, but I stopped putting real money involved because
not real.
You know,
£10.
The thing is, the reason why I wouldn't bet a lot of money is because even though you think you got the inside scoop, there's always some promoter and judge who know more than you. And them motherfuckers, you know, them motherfuckers can make whatever happen they want to. You know what I'm saying?
That's
it's like betting on boxing is like betting on who gonna win in WWE.
They already know who's gonna. Hey, you see when it got to the card, if it got to the cards with Ricky and Shevchenko, I reckon Ricky would have won if it got to the cards, though, innit?
Yeah, of course he would have.
Oh, yeah.
By a big margin as well.
That's why Shevchenko.
They would have given it to him anyway.
Yeah. That's why Shevchenko had to stop him. That's to stop him.
That doesn't. You know what? I don't even care that he got stopped. You know, I've already said it a few times. I have to get him. It's on him. You know, what can I say?
Hey, Fight News.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So hey, Beats, we gonna call Alan later on, yeah?
Yeah. When I get back. Yeah. I mean,
probably call that and probably break for a bit, and then we come back and we call Alan.
Okay.
Yeah, because right now I'm hungry right now. I'm thinking I need to get some food right now. Cool. So I'm out of here right now. Yeah. So,
all right, gentlemen.
Yeah.
78 Apollo. Errol, take care, man.
All right, man. Peace. All right.
Yeah. All right. Peace, y'all.
Peace. All right.
Yeah.
Peace.